trash that is.
I legit cannot believe that it was like, hey, let's just do this thing. Let's just watch this video.
And it was instantly 9, 10, 11, 12 people. I'm like, what the instantaneously.
Yeah, that was shocking. I popped in for about an hour, but we're probably gonna hit that video up sometime. So I was like, all right, let me back out before we get actually get to the One Piece content of it. Cause dude, he spent an hour not even talking about One Piece.
Ooh. I know he had the timestamps, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it.
I might have told y'all already, but I finished Bleach month, so my document is ready to be presented whenever. Triton, we're actually going to do that in its own live stream. It's not going to be like at the end of a live stream. It's going to be its own.
What is it called? One Piece.
The Downfall of One Piece.
Opening the man behind the script, tackling anti-critical arguments, long man bad, objectivity versus subjectivity, big yipes. Sound good, y'all? How's we sounding? Don't like it, don't read, not qualified to critique. Oda, what the?
Yeah, so basically the argument there was, if I'm not qualified to critique it, then how can anybody be qualified to praise it? There's no qualifications to do this type of thing.
Well, who's he? Who was saying that he's not qualified to critique it?
I guess people.
Okay, that's how it works.
What's up, dummy? Koski, Nami. What's up? What's up? Yeah, audio good. Cool.
Alfonso, nice background that was made by the incredibly talented. You should put his name on there so that people can go on over to.
Oh yeah. This was last minute. I just threw it on there. Next stream, I'm gonna have all the Twitter stuff, where to follow him, get commissions from him.
Yeah, it was Deterex. 525. He's in the Discord. He's on Twitter. He makes great stuff. Made it super fast, super cheap. Go on, get.
Give him some follows. Give him some money.
High quality work. Absolutely love it. I'm already planning the next one.
Yeah, we got to. Hopeless. So I got fired this morning. Wow, really? They must have saw your nominations for Viewer Request Month.
Was it at least a job that you didn't care about? Because
yeah,
if you're fired from that, it's just like, hey, whatever.
Or if it's a job, like you need a job right now, that's not great. But if it's just like, I can do without for a couple weeks and I'll be fine, and I don't like this job, sometimes that could be a blessing. I quit my last job. I hated that place. And now I'm super happy where I'm at right now.
I equally hated my place. I got fired from my other one, so I hated 2 places, so I quit, and then I hated 3 places, so I quit, and then got fired from the other one.
Absolutely trash job. Good on you, then.
There you go. You don't need it. You'll find bigger and better.
There's a video called "The Downfall of One Piece." Oh, we already know, Alfonso. They were in the Discord watching it.
Yeah, we're currently, it's the plan for whenever we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a big endurance stream, either until we collapse or finish it. That's what it's going to be.
It's going to be like from noon. It's going to be a Saturday. It's going to be from noon until we just can't anymore.
And that boy is 6 hours, so... And it's basically, it's always going to be at bare minimum double the length of the video is what we do, so...
We're talking about 12 hours, so from noon to midnight, it might legit happen. And we're going to take probably a 30-minute break at some point to get some food and stuff. But other than that, straight through. Maybe not even 30. We might be able to do it in 15.
One can eat while the other entertains.
Yeah, but it's the watching the video part that's the problem. Or you know what? We could throw on a break video. So while you're eating, I can throw on a video, talk about some stuff, get some questions.
Yeah.
Or our break could even be part of the question segment. So it's like...
Yeah, as long as we're not eating in Doritos and soup. I could go for some Doritos and soup. Separately, not together.
I mean, it's a fine not in it. No.
Well,
but like,
you also have
eat the soup in the Doritos.
Establish what type of Doritos and what type of soup.
A nice broccoli and cheese soup with nacho cheese Doritos is too much.
Maybe Cool Ranch. I don't know.
I
might have
don't
to
know
try
that. I don't know if the combination would be. What's up, Piku? I don't know if the combination will work there. Sometimes contrasting things work. I don't know if it will work there. All right, let's start getting into this stupid video.
Yeah, so this is it's about time you stop hating on Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece Part 1.
I didn't even download it.
Okay, good. I can look up. You stop and read this description, or at least try to. Because it is riddled with flaws. In this new video featuring... Oh, this also has 0 periods.
0 period, 0 commas.
0. In this new video featuring the Masked Man, we talk about the slander of the series such as Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. People have a lot to say about each series regarding whether or not what is said even applies to a series, or is it even viable to say in the first place. There is too much uneducated thought being spewed out from a perspective of ignorance. Intelligence is lacking in terms, no comma there, in terms of conclusions brought upon these manga, with the Bleach anime coming in 2022 and Naruto living through Boruto, including the ongoing arcs of One Piece. With this commentary, I hope all understand.
He's still going?
Where literally no periods. Understand where all these are coming from and appreciate what the big 3 of anime has established throughout the years. With so many One Piece reactions and fans, I'm hoping that you don't all jump into this video and be terrible human beings in the comment section. The Bleach anime, no comma, no period. The Bleach anime fights, because it was just a completely different thing. Don't come One Piece fans. Oh, by the way, the Bleach anime fights are some of the best. Naruto versus Sasuke, no comma, even holds its own in one of the best Naruto fights. I say this is, but arguably, it could be one of anime's best fights, and even compare of One Piece best fights. Oh, ended with a banger. Yeah, Naruto versus Sasuke is one of the... It could be said that it's one of the best fights in anime. Who's saying it? Who's to say who's saying it?
No one should be saying it. Wow, this is taking way longer than it should. Probably because I'm running this stream.
Yeah, it is. It is just a complete... And it's just a train. Just words.
And, what's up, Lawrence? That's a little sad. You know what? Until I'm finished downloading, we might just watch it from the
YouTube.
Yeah, might just have to, unfortunately. Because I wasn't even thinking about it until literally you started going, yeah, so this video is... And I went, oh, I don't have the video. Can I smart selection that a little bit more? Sorry, this is like the most we've ever just not been ready for this.
Who's we?
I haven't been ready for this.
Thank you.
It goes like that sometimes, unfortunately. Yeah. We only got to do this for about 20 minutes or so.
Koski, 10 good fights? Ooh. Cut that number in half and you're about there.
Ligata. I'd say Zabuza, Kakashi, Sasuke, Naruto, all that stuff.
Shika and Flute Girl.
I'd say Shika Tamari too. You know what? 10 might be close-ish.
Keep it going.
Sasori, Sakura. That's 5. Neji, Spider Dude. I don't care.
I'll give you that.
6. See, I like Kimi, Gata, and Lee, but it's not a good fight. So we're at 6.
Yeah, say something, Mr. Putin.
I just did. Sasori Sakura.
Later, Shippuden.
Guy Madara.
No, Madara wasn't trying, and Guy had help.
Guy Kasame. That was good.
Yeah, get help. Get help.
I will. Oh, Shikahina and all of them. Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
We're at 8. I got nothing left. Wow, my headphones aren't even plugged in. Pain, no. Which one? Maybe Jiraiya?
Kakashi Obito, no, way overhyped.
No, definitely
They
not.
should not be fighting in... I understand the thematic stuff. I understand it being stylized. They should not be fighting in the exact same way that they were when they were children. That's ridiculous. They've both grown so much. They're so much stronger. They have more techniques. They should not be what for what.
All right, let's just get into this until we can get it proper.
Tired of the big three being undermined and slandered for absolutely no reason, and people not overlooking the qualities that they have simply because they're shonen. It's me, Deshaun, and I'm here with Rash Plays.
Pause.
And
So it's already, because it's just shonen, people are overlooking things. Were it not shonen, would they be, if they were just like, hey, this is like Berserk, where it's seinen with blood and guts. Would the problems be overlooked of it's too long? And Kaguya comes out of nowhere. Who's saying that just because it's shonen, these are the problems because it's shonen and I've got nothing else? I don't like that argument to begin with.
my boy,
Yo, what's good? Thank you for having me, bro. Like, this is a topic I think needs to be addressed, even though I myself poke at One Piece.
You need to wake up, homie. You need some coffee or something.
and my boy,
Yo, what's good? Thank you for having me, bro. Like, this is a topic I think needs to be addressed, even though I myself poke at One Piece a good bit. It's all in good fun. So this is a topic I think that's definitely worth discussing, though.
Indeed, bro, because, like, I don't know why, but when it comes to these series, Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, everybody likes to, talk shit about them. And honestly, I feel like all this shit talk is just absolutely unwarranted. I feel like
All of it is absolutely.
That's impossible, because there are problems absolutely within all of the series. Even as a huge fan of One Piece, I can point out the problems of One Piece, so many of them. That doesn't mean that it's unwarranted or is abject hatred or some
Now, there is unfair criticism, like One Piece just being too long and stuff like that.
or Sakura being useless.
Yeah, there are stuff like that, but like you saying all, and you can go a couple of them, but all is
Extra cheese is not double S tier, dude.
it absolutely is.
in particular, because like I really do like have my fair share of opinions when it comes to these three series, especially Naruto, because I did grow up on it and all that other stuff, but I'm not gonna necessarily get into that. But I feel like a lot of people have these opinions that aren't really valid, because a lot of these people haven't actually seen the entirety of the series. But not only this, they're
Okay, but what about the people that have seen
Seriously?
the entirety of the
You're
series?
just going out these people. Who are you basing this on?
I can understand there are some people that
Yeah.
hoodie dude.
I mean, there's some people for everything that you could say.
Absolutely.
But him just going
There
out,
are-
these people are just haven't seen this. Again, the One Piece being too long. Absolutely. But I have so much about Bleach and I've seen it. I have so much about like Demon Slayer and I've seen it. I have so little about something like Mushishi because I dropped it.
Yep. Understandable. I don't have a lot to say about Haikyuu because I've only watched like 12 episodes and read like 50 chapters. I have what can I say about Haikyuu?
kind of just relaying information from other YouTubers or other people or word of mouth on how quote unquote bad these series are, or how generic and how these series are just like shitty shonens. And I just really feel like that's a terrible way to look at these series. So we're going to be going it through each and every one of these series, and we're going to be giving our own opinions.
Full reasons and opinions as to why these
criticisms, aka slander, because a lot of these criticisms don't even make fucking sense or not even viable either, and that's why they're bullshit.
Well, just
So
get into it. Stop faffing.
So the first thing people usually say about okay, it's okay if you don't like One Piece. That's fair because, you know, I'm not going to point a gun to your head and tell you, hey, you should like One Piece because, you know, it's so popular and it's an amazing series or whatever. But the thing is, when people try and diss One Piece or what they try and take away from One Piece with, they try and say that One Piece is like too long.
Oh my god!
Out the gate.
What are your arguments here, dude? It's legitimately just gonna be. It's not. What more can you say?
Yeah, cause and then you have to qualify like what is too long for some people because like 300 chapters could be too long to one person and not long enough for another person.
They're gonna debunk opinions with opinions.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, no.
Too long. And I kind of feel like this statement has been invalid for the longest time because even when I was growing up as a kid looking at series like Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto, people would say One Piece was too long when Naruto was literally almost the same exact length as One Piece.
Pause. But the difference there is One Piece, there isn't really a set end game. It's not like, hey, there are 3 islands until the end. Mm-hmm. At any point in time, they could just go through 2 islands and bam, hey, that's 2 whole new arcs. And you've basically traversed like a quarter of where you're supposed to go. Whereas Naruto, you got, hey, these are the 12 Akatsuki members. We take them out. This is the big dude on the top of the hill. This dude is actually behind it all. We take care of him. We're out of here. And then Kaguya shows up.
There's also a little bit of a thing where it's like, if you haven't started One Piece, you're looking down the barrel of 500 chapters. So that to you might be too long to jump into, whereas you can go over and read like a Prince of Tennis that has 180 chapters, like an Ice Shield 21 that has like 250 chapters. I can watch the entire end of this, but I don't like. You don't need to read all of it. I've never understood it.
Yeah, that and then just aliens and then, But, the Kaguya stuff legitimately, what was it, like 15 chapters maybe? It was always an end game with the Tobis and your Madaras and stuff like that. That's...
One Piece. Like right around when Naruto or Bleach were having like 600, 500 chapters, like One Piece was like not that far ahead as it was now when it comes to having 1,000 chapters. But a lot of people like to still say that it's too long, and I just kind of think that's crazy how you could look at a series that's literally 700 to 600 chapters long, and considering One Piece is only probably like 300 chapters more, which would probably be like an arc or 2 or maybe even 3.
It's a daunting task.
Yes.
That is a big number. I can understand people being like, 700, that's big. That's 2-3 series that I could be reading.
Yeah, and you can look at it like, hey, you should go for a walk. Okay, I will do that. All right, walk 5 miles. No, that's too long. How about 2 miles? Yeah, I can do that. But it's only 3 more miles. No, that is a larger number. That is a large number to do.
And at the end of the day, like Nami said, who cares?
Who cares?
Nobody is going, hey, the moment that you read chapter 1 of One Piece, you are shackled to read every single chapter. No. Like our boy Mother's Basement said, just skip around. You can go to whatever you want at any time and you good.
Who
It doesn't matter.
cares?
Nothing matters. Storytelling, sequential art, doesn't matter. Just read whatever you want and you're good. So you can just go right to chapter 700 and you hyping with everybody else.
Longer than what you've already looked at with a series like Naruto or any other longer shonen?
I think saying that a series is too long, that's why it's bad, is probably like the worst way you could word it. Right?
I don't think anybody says that One Piece is bad because of its length. I think they have a problem getting into it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard, outside of maybe like 1 or 2 little fringe people going One Piece is long and equal
unnecessarily long,
stretched out and stuff like that. That's not really a prevailing thing. It's just like I can't get into it because it's so long. I can't even start it.
Right, because I think there are a lot of good manga that are really short, and then you have something like One Piece. And saying that, its length is what makes it bad when it's obvious that its length is what...
What do you think the arguments for One Piece is going to be? Is it going to be the pacing, the art, the same old and Hat Man arguments that we had?
Probably.
That its length is what allows for its world building to be as grand as it is, and for the series to, I think all of the compelling aspects of One Piece wouldn't be there if it wasn't as long as it was. So I think like if someone was like, oh, they have an issue with the pacing, or they have issues with other things within the series, sure. But saying like, oh, it's too long, therefore it sucks, is like, all right, bro.
Right. Yeah, like, it's really crazy because now that you say that, what a lot of people don't realize is the length of this series is what allows it to be good and what it proves that it's good.
That's just what other
man
man
literally
said.
What he just
That's just
said.
what he said. Were you not listening? Did you just phase out because he's going so slow? You were just like, yeah, and another thing, your exact point.
Because let's be honest, if a manga was like 1,000 chapters,
they might bring up the 4 kids.
No, like,
it wouldn't be being made if it was a bad series.
And that can be said for all these series.
Yes,
like Bleach and Naruto all along running. It's not like you're gonna make 700 chapters of ass because it doesn't happen.
And not only that, they survived.
Yes,
so
you can.
long
You absolutely can. There's
so
nothing
good.
saying that because it could just be, hey, it's so cheap to produce. Might as well just keep it on. He's been here forever. It's popular enough.
It could be that it's a really bad series, but people love it because it's so bad.
Yeah, or they grew up with something like a Bleach. Like, Bleach is not very good late game. It is.
No, it is bad.
It is quite the slope down when you look at Bleach. And I don't believe that the upturn would have come. So
with
it
more
just,
time.
Yeah, so it would have just gone further and further down, and it would have just stayed on. Because, we don't know the exact circumstances behind it going. You got your sales, that could be it. You got your Kubo was injured. That's the most prevailing theory. I don't know if there's any interviews or anything saying that's exactly what happened. But, Bleach is one of the big 3. It's sold very well. It's been on covers. It's got games, movies, all that stuff. It would have just kept running in Shonen. And I don't see it getting better, but people still would have been bumping it.
They bring up a good point. Series like The Simpsons and Family Guy and all this stuff, their quality has dropped so f***ing hard, but they're going on their 30th season, 20th season. Yeah. Like, it means nothing that 700 chapters, it wouldn't be running if it was terrible.
That means nothing.
Yes, it can.
Meme, you wish they would have played a different game for each series that they talked about. They played a game within that series. That would have been good. But this Bleach game looks interesting. It looks like a kind of dumbed down Muso game.
It was from PS3. I think it's called Shattered Soul, something like that. I remember having it for a second. Dude, SpongeBob is legitimately terrible these days. It's turned into real like Ren and Stimpy humor, and that's never been SpongeBob. It's a lot of like visual gags and gross out humor, and it's just like ugh.
There are some good Bleach. There are some good One Piece games. As far as Bleach, I played one on the PSP that was a fighting game. It was like a 2D fighting game. That was fun. As far as other ones, I don't think there is any good Bleach games.
I think this one was straight.
And not only that, they've been consistent.
Yes, like that's another thing with One Piece. 1,000 chapters of consistency, but people are saying it's so long.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I think like at the end of the day, like people are free to have whatever opinions they have on a series, right? And it's like, look, if you don't like it, that's cool. But I think there is something to be
Soul Resurrection, thank you.
Of how a lot of these series were able to, especially these 3, like broke anime and manga into the West, right? And for any
what?
DBZ, Sailor Moon, Digimon, Pokemon,
Tenchi Muyo, Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun,
Android 007,
Big Zero or Big O.
These were
Speed Racer.
These were not your what? Hey, anime. What's that? And then these 3 came along, especially One Piece. One Piece ain't break in the West. It's still not.
It's still not.
Of these 3 to really get the slander of criticism, or slander instead of criticism of being generic is quite ironic to me, considering these three series are like the originators of a lot of these tropes that we see now replicated.
What tropes?
What the f are they talking about?
What did these things originate? What tropes exactly are you talking about? What's going on? The high-spirited Genki main character? That's Goku. Like the rough Yankee boy who's just like, oh, I don't care, but I actually do care. That was Jotaro. What did it originate? What tropes? Hey, we don't need to explain nothing, y'all. We good.
The Speed Force. I ain't gotta explain.
See now replicated, and of course you had things before then like Dragon Ball and then Fist of the North Star. That that's a completely different topic, but it is.
No, it's the same topic.
It is the topic.
They take it from those things.
It is interesting to see how those three series and now that we're on the topic of One Piece are looked at nowadays, almost like they didn't like it's like because the point y'all made, I think, was a good one, and what I'm trying to back off of by saying that is, I think when a series goes on for that long, I think it's, even though again it's all like people have their opinions or whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. It's like
opinions like
I feel like you have to be trying really hard to just not look at any of the positive aspects at all, right? Like I know,
dude, this point is going on forever. No, there's no script, Blaze, and there's no problem with no script because Reasons has no script. It's just us talking. We have talking points. DL will go, this is my list of things I want to talk about, and we'll just go off. There is no script when we do Because Reasons. But the thing is, you have to be entertaining.
Or structured in some way.
Or energetic.
Something. They're just jabbing on. We got it. Move on from this point.
You have your things with Naruto, I have my things with One Piece. But there are just certain things both series, or all three of these series, provide that it's weird seeing everyone outside of these three fan bases crap on it, and also these three fan bases crap on each other when like they're meant to be like the brothers that brought anime.
What? So I can't dislike a brother series because it is my brother.
No, that means nothing. They don't crap on each other. Why not? I like One Piece. I don't like Bleach. Am I supposed to just shut up about it? That doesn't make any sense, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh man, let's just stop all this criticism. Hey, this is ceasefire. You don't attack One Piece, I don't attack Bleach, and we just move on in our merry little way. Everybody's happy. Nobody's thinking about the problems with their series, and we're all just happy. No, that's not how this works.
The brothers that brought anime to us, which is, I don't know, I just find that to be very, very weird.
In the West, who did One Piece bring into the anime realm? Because we have 4Kids. I remember they were watching 4Kids one day, 4Kids One Piece, and I was like, this is horrible. They were like, no, it's good,
because
it's good.
We were smart and mature enough to go, look, this is 4Kids. We understand that they're tainting this stuff. That was not a poison suction cup. We understood this, so we saw beyond it and just going, oh, that man got stabbed and he's pulling that out. We saw it. It was there. And we were just like, we got no other options because the internet wasn't readily available. So it was just like, all right, we getting this story. We getting it a little watered down, but we're still getting it. He's going up that mountain.
The rest of your life in a dungeon.
We knew what happened. That mug went up that mountain to carrying two people. We saw that. You can't take away us seeing that. And
you can take away the next arc, though.
Oh, completely gone. Gone. Cut. But it was definitely some fan fiction there, just like, ooh, I wonder what really happened there. There was definitely some of that making our own story in the back of our mind, but there was some stuff like Poison Suction Cup. It was like, nah, he just got speared.
You know what, Worf? That's a good point. The New York Yankees and the New York Mets hate each other. They're in the same city. The Giants and the Jets hate each other. They're in the same city. The Giants and the Jets play in the same stadium. New Jersey area. But like, what is he talking about?
Who cares if it is a contemporary series? That don't mean
Facts, because like
facts.
okay,
This most legit said facts based off of that bullshit. No, like facts, yo.
it's like okay, so like I think it's good to have like a little bit of competition, but it's like with it, like the way these 3 series are toxic when it comes to like just dissing each other and hating each other, it's just really unwarranted. Like you can't just respect what each and every series has done in the foundation.
Pause. So you can use that argument for anything.
Yeah.
If you use that, you can't critique anything. Because you're like, well, look at what it's doing. This artist, oh man, he lost a thumb when he was a kid and he just learned how to draw with his left hand. Isn't that great? You can't critique his series. Oh man, that artist lost his mama recently, so you can't critique. You can excuse that with anything. And then we're just, no critiquing. That's not how we're doing this.
I don't care what this did for the medium of manga and anime in the West or in the East or whatever. I care if the thing is good.
It's a quality thing.
The things I read, the things I watch, I don't care if they blow up. I don't care if they change things. I don't care if Comey ever does anything to change anything in the landscape. I don't care if Spy X Family never gets an anime, even though it should. It's a good series and I love it. That's what I care about.
And that's all you should care about. It shouldn't be like, what is this? How does somebody think like that? Like, hey, look at what it's done for the landscape and don't critique it for that. Okay, so if it revolutionized shonen for the first 300 chapters and then the next 300 chapters was just a dude farting for all panels, are we not supposed to be like, yo, it's another chapter of farting?
Are we supposed to applaud 50 Shades of Grey for bringing erotic books back to the forefront? Or are we supposed to go, this is horribly written and this is a bad book series?
And a very toxic relationship.
Foundation
Yeah, I read the books.
Of course you did. Why wouldn't you?
That these series have laid out and made for modern Shonen Jump as we know it. Like if you actually look at the inspirations with series like My Hero,
I do not
It
care.
matters 0%.
You think I listen to an artist and go, and they go, I was inspired by such and such. You think I'm going to go, wow, I respect that artist that they were inspired by? Or I'm going to go, hey, make a song, monkey.
Can I not go into the Wright Brothers Museum and go, yo, that mug went 3 feet off the ground once? Am I not able to critique that because it was inspired? It inspired stuff later? No, I'm like, yo, it's a good try, but we gotta
Try again
now.
Let's do it again one more time, guys.
Excellent effort, but Yosh don't work.
Hey, gold star. Your assignment will not be graded, but a gold star.
Jujutsu Kaisen and Kimetsu no Yaiba, like you can.
This mother legit said Yaiba instead of Demon Slayer.
Yes.
I don't care that those two were inspired by things like Bleach and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Doesn't matter.
Are they good on their own? Yes or no?
Doesn't matter if whatever it inspired. I don't care. I can critique it.
Like,
Because, hey, guess what? Bleach and Naruto were inspired by this thing, and that thing was inspired by this thing, and that thing was inspired by this thing.
I wonder how many of them
can we critique something
I wonder how much of them are applauding the journey to the West for inspiring Dragon Ball, which in turn inspired other manga, which in turn inspired other manga. Are you going, you gotta respect the journey to the West, or do you not even know what that story entails? Boku no Hero Academia, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Stop that bullshit.
Yeah, we know what it is. I'm an anime fan. I'm a good anime fan, not like one of your My Hero. I hate those people,
Dude.
Yaiba, like you can literally look at Kimetsu.
Chris, you are absolutely right. Demon Slayer sucks. Why should we be applauding it being inspired by something else? Like, oh, it inspired this great series, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. It inspired that. Oh, shouldn't that be applauded? No, it shouldn't, because that's a trash series.
You can literally look at Kimetsu no Yaiba's art style and see how it was influenced by things such as Naruto and Gintama. If you
Can you? Based upon what exactly?
Demon Slayer was inspired by Naruto and Gintama?
Apparently, that's what they're saying. I just looked up Naruto Demon Slayer inspiration, hoping to see like some panels or something.
Or even the mangaka going, yeah, I was inspired.
Because hey, we're not explaining what we're talking about. We're just spouting things out, which is how you do analysis and critique, by the way.
Naruto and Gintama, if you look at the paneling, and you can...
The paneling!
We're in the paneling. We're in the paneling zone already.
When did paneling become so important to people?
It is a thing that you can say. You don't have to explain yourself, and it makes you sound cultured.
Yes, it makes people sound smarter to go, the paneling in this is excellent or exquisite. And you're the dummy if you don't know what they're talking about. So you're just like, yes, that is exquisite paneling.
We never left.
We never left!
In Gintama, if you look at the paneling, and you can even see somewhat of My Hero's inspiration from One Piece's art style as well. And then you can also see how Jujutsu Kaisen was also inspired.
Would you please? A single example. You can see. It's clear. It's here. They were inspired. The paneling. I understand it's a free-form conversation, but you can go back and pick up references and put them in here instead of lazily putting in gameplay. You just saying these things mean nothing to me. Cause I can easily just say, oh yo, Demon Slayer was inspired by the Lakers. And just leave it at that.
Yeah, sun breathing, the Phoenix Suns. Do you understand?
And none of these people that I'm talking to are gonna talk about it. You can write a comment, but I'm not just gonna answer it at all. So I just said what I said, and I just put it out there, and who cares?
There's lions in One Piece, clearly inspired by Detroit.
Do I expect them to put effort into it? I would like them to. Because I know that the masked man, at the very least, is an anime YouTuber. He's an he does analysis. So I would expect him at the very least. Cause I would not sit here and just allow you to say some crap like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, do you know how many times we've called each other out on things?
It's just like, what? What are you talking about? That didn't exactly happen like that. Or you know that? No.
Boy, the podcast alone, we just got into an argument about the rules of Uno and etiquette there for like 15 minutes.
Like, I would never allow this. And for them to just sit there and just go, yep, the paneling sure was inspired.
Facts.
Yeah, you can't critique your brother's series. Facts.
As well. And then you can also see how Jujutsu Kaisen was also inspired by Bleach and all those other things. And it's like, people will slurp these series.
Okay, you can see how anything can inspire anything, but that means nothing.
It means nothing to the quality of your series and how you critique it, or if you should critique it, or anything.
And you're gonna talk about, these people slurping up these series, but not stop saying facts. You can see.
Oh no!
They're gonna say you could. People are slurping up these series, and then talking smack about the series that inspired them. They don't like the series that inspired them. What's the problem?
Yeah.
Can I not like Can I not dislike Michael Jackson because The Weeknd was inspired by him? So if I like Weeknd, I gotta like Michael Jackson? That means nothing.
Zero.
Slurp these series like My Hero and Jujutsu Kaisen, but then go ahead and say that the three big series that like walk so these new gens could run are trash.
Okay, what if I want to see an athlete run? Why would I care about the athlete walking? The one that was inspired. I don't care where basketball came from. I care about the NBA now.
And Long Legs Johnson.
I don't give
a shit about that dude.
I don't care about the leather helmets of the 50s of the NFL. I want to see big men crash into each other today. I want to see ridiculous catches today. Not somebody putting up 40 running yards and it's a great stat line.
And if Larry Bird hopped on the basketball court and he can barely walk, he's just shuffling along. Are we supposed to cheer for him because he inspired all these other people? No, he's like, get your old out the stadium. I don't know what you're trying to prove here. You can absolutely critique them.
I don't know what they're talking about.
That's what I will never understand.
It's a matter of like kind of just like respect.
Right, yeah.
I just fucking respect. You just have to respect them because they did the thing before this thing did the thing and they inspired them to do the thing. You have to respect them. They are automatically worthy of respect no matter what the quality of the series is.
Even if you respect them, that doesn't mean you have to like them or praise them.
Yes.
You can say all due respect to One Piece for inspiring series that I love, but One Piece itself is not good to me. Is that a problem?
Like it's nothing is above criticism. I don't care if it inspires something.
Foundation of everything that was created. It's like it's right. If I really had to compare it to, it's like it's right. If someone can master a technique, right? Now, what if someone takes that technique that they've learned and then they put a new spin on it? Yeah, that makes the technique better, but that doesn't take away from what was recently established.
Okay, but we've got a better technique now. So are we supposed to use the old technique that is outdated now because we have a better technique?
Or do we use just clap for the dude that made it even though it's an inferior version?
Are we supposed to use the old McDonald's grills that could do like 2 burgers at a time? Or do we look at the ones that are doing 8 and going, well, that's outdated, so it's kind of useless now? We have a better version of it. Now, if the spin branches it off and does something completely different, then there's still utility for the original. But if the original is outdated by the improved version, why are we applauding the old version and going, doesn't make it?
He invented it, so he is worthy of praise. Like in Naruto. The second Hokage, if he made the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and then somebody came up and made the Multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu, and for some reason, let's just say in this hypothetical situation, the Multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu uses less chakra, that dude should get all the praise. And it's like, yeah, you made it, but you made such an inferior version. This dude just put his whole... Even better, the second Hokage made the Flying Raijin, and the fourth Hokage made it so much better to the point where the second Hokage was just like, yeah, your is just way better than mine. The fourth is the Yellow Flash. This dude, the second Hokage, is just a dude. Best Hokage, by the way, but he's just a dude.
No, he's the most correct Hokage. Get them Uchiha out of here.
No, gone.
Recently established.
Right. And I think that's really good what you brought up because, at the like I've been trying to say, whatever you have above something else is cool. If someone's like, oh, I have My Hero above Naruto, like that's dandy. But if someone like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So if Naruto fans were to look at,
they're still going with this inspiration garbage and don't critique it cause inspired.
I cannot believe this is the argument. Where it's like you can't denigrate these old series because the new series were inspired by it.
And I have a feeling that they're going to be done with One Piece after this because they just went long, man. Now they're going to be like, all right, let's get to some other stuff. They've barely talked about One Piece.
From the tree. So if Naruto fans were to look at My Hero and be like, oh, it's total trash, nothing's good about it. And if My Hero fans were to do the same about Naruto, it's like, really, dog? Like, really? Yeah, they're completely different series, but are you kidding me? It's like if JJK fans were doing that to Bleach, which I've seen. And it's like,
exactly,
you You cannot be joking me any harder. Like it's and like I said, feel free to have whatever criticism.
Okay. The thing when people say there's nothing good about it, of course they're the people you don't need to listen to in the slightest. Because you gotta be able to tell me why. Otherwise, there's no point in engaging in a conversation with you. But this is like, why are y'all like, oh, nothing good, blah, blah, blah. You're talking to a very small sect of people that are hating it to hate it.
Instead of going directly for arguments and criticisms, you're just going, I've seen people trashing Bleach when they love Jujutsu Kaisen.
Stop!
Like, what?
And like I said, feel free to have whatever.
They did not, Triton.
No, they haven't said anything about One Piece, really. We're 8 minutes in, and they've just said, stop saying these things are bad because they inspired the things you like.
And like I said, feel free to have whatever criticisms you want to have on the series. That's perfectly fine.
Opinions.
But unwarranted just hatred is ridiculous. Now, here's what I will say actually regarding that. Because it's not always unwarranted, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think especially with these 3 fan bases, and I haven't been in the Bleach fan base all that long, and for the little bit that I have been in the Bleach fan base, they've treated me like a king, so I don't have any negative experiences with the Bleach fan base.
Yeah.
Naruto and One Piece, however, have 2 of the worst fan bases ever. Naruto, before My Hero, had the worst fan base of all time, and it wasn't even close. And it's just one of those things where it's like, you're dealing with a lot of people who I think are, we were just having this discussion before, and I don't want to get too much on this topic, but social media and all this stuff. So, then you guess like all it takes is one person, Naruto above One Piece, and then bam, the whole war starts. Like,
have they qualified a single thing yet? He just went, they got the 2 worst fan bases, and then he went off on and I was waiting for him to be like, oh, they say these things, which makes them the worst fan base. The Bleach fans are cool because they were nice to me.
Yep, they treated me like a king. I've never had a bad experience.
But these 2 are bad.
Great.
Oh, you just have to go this, and then the war starts. How are they bad? Are they bad because the war is which series is better? Are we not allowed to discuss which series is better?
And then bam, the whole war starts. Like, it's a whole bunch of messes. And then that's where like a lot of this slander comes from. Like, how One Piece is too long, and Luffy's a stupid main character, and it's like, and here's what I'll say to kind of draw back on the topic of One Piece. I think one of the things that I realized, because I'm actually on my One Piece reread and I'm kind of behind it, but I've gone up to Skypiea, and I think one of the things about One Piece is, even though Luffy himself as a character may not develop a crap ton like people maybe want from a protagonist, right, in terms of changes and all that stuff, I think One Piece covers so many different topics.
I don't know why people
throughout
want that so bad.
Its entire story. That's very impressive, and Luffy even shows like bits of maturity that like he's not just a goofball,
Who's 1,000,000% what are they talking about, dude?
They're talking about something, and they sure are talking. Yeah, there's 43 minutes of this somehow.
They haven't given examples of anything.
No, they haven't. They really haven't.
Yo, imagine if Because Reasons was this. We just synopsis a series and go, that was pretty cool. They shouldn't do that. Moving on.
I read on Twitter somebody said this was stupid. They're wrong. Moving on. This is horrible.
This is horrible.
He's uneducated, sure, but I think One Piece offers a dynamic that I think people who will hate on it tend not to appreciate,
Yeah, like, especially with the character development aspect, like, it might not you might not get like some grand, drastic character development, but if you actually do pay attention to the actions of the characters and how they carry certain situations as the story progresses, you can actually see some form of progression. Like that journey, like the journey that the characters go through, you can really see how it shapes them. It might not be something drastic, as in like, you take Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul and you take him before he became.
Is he going to give an example of a character that does change?
He just said it. Are you serious with that example? The dude...
It's not going to be as drastic as this, but...
It's not going to be as drastic as a dude that wasn't a ghoul becoming a ghoul. No, you think?
And then he goes into, but it will be subtle, like this thing happening in One Piece.
It's just
he's not gonna do that. By the way,
old girl that before she became a vampire in X, she became a vampire in Hellsing. It's a different character now. There's different goals and aspects to them. Of course, they're not the same. They are fundamentally not the same person. And I don't mean like who you are as a person. I mean they're creatures now.
He went to such an extreme example.
And then after, yeah, like it might not get it like that because that's just not what the type of story that Oda is trying to tell when it comes to these characters. Like I feel like when people look at the characters of One Piece, they kind of forget like what exactly Oda brings to you. Like how often do you see, like, okay, there are a lot of Simpson.
You are saying like a lot. There's like like when you liking.
Oh man,
this is your fault.
Yes, it is.
Viewer request month was your fault. This is your fault.
Yes,
what are you doing?
Yes,
what are you doing?
Now, I'll say this: they don't sound like the biggest One Piece fans. Once we start getting into Naruto and Bleach,
when? We're in One Piece now and they're not really talking about it.
They're not talking about anything.
Stop hating on it because these are good things. What good things? Well, they don't develop as much as other characters, but it's still good.
But it is, and Oda's not trying to do that, but he still does it. Like...
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
How often do you see, like, okay, there are a lot of Simpson anime, right? But how often do you see a guy that's like, you know, as badass as Sanji, or a character that's as badass as Zoro? Like, you don't.
Badass means nothing.
How often do you see an awesome character like these? Quite a lot. What
Quite a lot.
It means nothing that they're awesome. Who really cares? Yes, they are awesome. That dude is also awesome. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of Simpson anime, but how many are awesome? Many!
Quite a lot.
Who's as awesome as Zoro? A lot of characters!
Okay, is that your argument? See, that's what they're saying. They're just like, these two characters are awesome. How often do you see that? They're not rocking with One Piece. They don't care.
Badass as Zoro. Like, you don't see characters like that in every single series. And not only that, they have such, like, they have really good character designs. Like, really good character designs.
Stop hating on One Piece, because Sanji and Zoro are badass, and they got good character design. So please stop hating the totality of One Piece.
How often do you see that? Come on now, y'all. There's a bunch of ugly weaklings in every series but One Piece. Turn it off. No, we need to see how bad this gets, because these are people talking. We're sitting here talking. We talk a lot about anime and what's wrong with the problems, the good things, the bad things, and we'll talk about them. We'll explain things. We'll give examples. We'll compare and contrast. We won't be like, how often do you see an awesome character like this? Moving on. Awesome character design, too. Look at him.
How many times do we go, hey, isn't Carrot so awesome? And that's just the end of it. Or do we go, look at her doing this. Do you remember when she did this? Do you know how few... Okay, so everybody's just like, hey, Carrot's awesome Sulong form. How many times have you heard us talk about Sulong form? We don't care about her being strong. We care about the character. These people care about awesome and badass. What are they doing?
Fist time.
Really good character designs. Like, really good character designs. Like, character designs that...
Really good character design. Like really good character design. Like.
That's a sentence structure. That's an A+ in grammar, boy. College level. Let's go.
Like, really good character designs. Like, character designs that you just don't
They're easy
definitely
to
don't see
recognize,
every day.
yeah,
Like
You don't see every day.
A dude in a suit. Because that's one of his. Sanji is one of his examples. A dude in a suit.
Most of the time, Sanji just in a suit. Now that suit is fly,
It's a good suit.
but it's most of the time just Sanji in a suit.
Now, you can praise character design. That's fair. You can do that. But you have to, like, point out specifics. Like, hey, the contrast in color, the white and the green and the black, those are all complementary colors. And, ooh, I like Zoro's 3 little earrings. You know, Zoro doesn't seem like the type that likes fashion, and he never really mentions it, but he got those 3 little earrings. I wonder how Sanji styles his hair like that. Ooh, how designer is that suit? The pinstripes and everything. I wonder, does he worry about... You can talk about character design in that fashion. But just going, yo, they awesome.
Where do you see character designs like this? Where do you see character designs like ones in Dragon Ball? Where do you see ones like Yu Yu Hakusho? What are you talking about?
No.
Everyone has unique character designs in some aspect. This dude is...
like dude.
Right.
Like name another swordsman that uses 3 swords.
This is a child. This is a literal infant. Killer Bee uses 8. And Hachi used 6. Like, name another one. You can't. That's good, right? That's all I have to say. He uses 3 swords, and that's it. Not the reason why he uses 3 swords, not how he uses 3 swords, but just name another one that uses 3 swords. That's worthy of praise by itself.
What are we doing?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
What
Facts.
I mean, I guess it is facts.
Swordsman that uses 3 swords. One, like this dude Zoro puts a sword in his mouth and he's whooping ass, bro. You definitely don't get that every day, and I feel like that's something people don't really see in One Piece. With like you don't really like see what exactly this dude did. And I kind of feel like the same thing happens with Akira Toriyama in Dragon Ball, because people don't like to look at like damn, this dude is mad creative, or this dude is...
Toriyama is creatively bankrupt.
Yes, has been for quite some time. The sooner people realize that, the sooner that the world will be happier. Either Dragon Ball will end as a whole, or it will improve because it has to, because people are leaving. Neither will happen.
Neither will happen. I got Dragon Ball.
Is what I want.
Creative, or this dude is so original. He
Pause.
made like...
So original, he took the story from the journey to the West.
He really did. The basis of the story.
The
not
basis of the
entire
story. Yeah,
world.
of course.
But you see how he just moved right off of One Piece?
Have to.
He don't give a
Dude is so original. He made like a character like this. Like, can you tell me another character that has like such a good design as Goku, for example? Like,
Oh my...
Goku, peak anime design, y'all.
Peak. There are other peaks, but this is peak as well.
This is peak.
How do you look at anime? Like, that's what you go to straight out the gate. Like, name another character that has what's great about Goku's design. First, we need to establish that, and then we can look at other characters. Based upon what you think is good, we can look at other characters who have a similar design. Oh, man. Naruto does have basically the same design, but
He has the same color scheme.
And blonde hair as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why somebody didn't just stop Muff and Kishimoto and just go, no. And I feel the same thing with Toriko. Because his color scheme is orange and blue with blue hair. They should have been like, no. Those two combinations, all different combinations, are off limits. You do not do that. That's done. Because you're always going to look at it like Goku.
Design as Goku, for example, like, you'll never see another character that's like Goku in terms of design. And
this man said nothing!
Oracle, do not advise people to take a shot every time he says like. We will not be responsible for any deaths.
No.
Other than our own.
We will not be responsible for the deaths that are sure to happen if you take a shot every time he says like. He just said it 4 times in a sentence there. That's 4 shots. Y'all will not survive the minute.
They're literally not saying anything.
When are you gonna find, like, how many characters, like, do you see like Goku? Like, how many people are designed like Goku? Like, I don't understand. Like, he's so peak design. Like, that's facts, right? Facts.
Like Goku in terms of design and the way he is as a character. Like, I can't think of, like, can you really think of anybody that has a design that's like on the same, that's like the same as Goku?
He said Goku.
Say something!
He said,
will you use your mouth? Form words! Qualify those words! What are you doing? Why are people like this?
Why
do people think that they are worthy enough to put whatever he's spewing out online for others to listen to? Who's listening to this? Going, yeah, like Goku, who I can't name. No!
Bored, if you were taking shots, you'd already be dead. He said like legit 11 times. Legit 11 times.
You can't just say stuff like, hey, Goku has a design like no others, name another one. Goku has a design like no others, name another one, like.
You, like, Goku has a design like no other. Like, and a personality that I haven't seen. Like, have you seen anybody with, like, Goku's, like, personality? Like, his design? Oh, like, have you seen that?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, people are absolutely going to eat it up in the comments because they're getting Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece fans going, yeah, people should just irrationally stop hating our series. You right. Without hearing this man say like 37 times in 20 seconds. This is unbelievable bummery.
This is unbelievable. And we haven't even gotten to series that we don't like. They're gonna defend series we don't like.
I mean, they're already defending Goku in Dragon Ball
for like some reason
design that nobody's ever seen.
Somehow we got to Goku.
Yeah, this is all on this guy. No viewers were responsible for this tragedy.
On the same, that's like the same as Goku's. Like, he's got the nappy hair matted down. He's like you know, like a martial artist and stuff like that. Like,
he said like legit 7 times, y'all.
And his point is that he has nappy hair and he's like a martial artist. I can't take this.
You know, like a martial artist and stuff like that. Like, you could get that type of character, but the way it is with Goku, it's just like you definitely don't see a character like that.
Like the way it's portrayed, right?
Yeah, like you don't see that like in every.
There's 3 people here.
I guess.
Who's the third guy? In the channel, 2 people and then the third person joined?
I don't know.
There's 3 people talking!
Who cares? Triton, please, no.
Yeah, like you don't see that like in your everyday manga.
Right.
But enough about One Piece. I think we should actually start to get into people undermining Bleach.
Okay.
Enough about One Piece.
Enough in what way? Goku's
it's
design was good.
These other people, they don't exactly have great character design like this character who did a literal 180, but they do have good character development. Zoro and Sanji are awesome. They have good designs. When you ever gonna see another month having 3 swords? Enough about One Piece.
You missed a part of, Goku's design good too.
Goku design good too.
And Toriyama real creative.
Oh, and also, y'all are brothers, so don't critique each other. All right, see y'all next week. I'm dying.
Oh
Man.
man!
The Bleach slander.
So
Good Lord, I never thought I'd hear you say that.
Let me open this up real quick. Bleach fans, hear me and hear me good. All right, this has gone on for far too long. Like, I don't know where people thought now. Personally, I have One Piece probably, and it changes from day to day. So take this as like a rough estimate, right? But if I kind of had to put them all in like rankings, I have One Piece a good bit above the other 2, but I have Bleach and Naruto like side by side, like neck and neck. And even then it's all close. Like, I would put them all in the same tier of like shonen manga, right?
No.
That's just me. So even if that's not the case, I don't know where this thing came from where like people are like, oh, One Piece, Naruto, and then Bleach. Like, again, you like what you like, but it's all the same things, and you mentioned it right at the beginning. Things
it's
that
not
are
the same
through
thing.
Word of mouth that I think people just say to say. Because I as soon as I got into Bleach, I was like, nah. The first one we need to talk about, and I don't know which one. Do you want to start with a character or with an arc? Let me know, because I think you guys know where I'm going.
You see that? You see the difference in the level of care in which they're talking about. He says that One Piece is above him, but I do not believe that. He goes, do you want to talk about characters or arc? Muff did not say the word arc back there. Muff did not mention an arc back there. They don't give a about One Piece. They're here for this. These are Bleach fans going, people are bashing Bleach. They talked about One Piece for 13 minutes and they didn't even talk about One Piece for like 4 minutes because they were just like, hey, these things inspired these things, so don't talk about it. And then they talked about Goku and the intro. So they legit talked about One Piece for maybe 6 minutes. And then they're going into Bleach and Naruto for the rest of this 30 minutes. Do you see this?
Yeah. Triton, we can't put that out in the universe.
we can't question everyone if they did or did not watch or read a series. Because not everybody didn't watch something. Now, there are some people. Bricky did not factually read or watch part 1. I will go to my grave. I'll put that on anything. He did not. There's questions if they did for One Piece.
I don't know which one. Do you want to start with a character or with an arc? Let me know, because I think you guys know where I'm going.
Like, I mean, let's go with. I think you should go with Ichigo.
Let's go.
Like, we recently dropped the.
Let's talk about this. All right. Let's go with the slander as a whole. Right. I've been seeing this shit for years, and people have the nerve and audacity to say, "Oh no, everybody loves Bleach. There's no slander." Like,
out the gate with this, I'm so wrong voice. Just like, don't listen to my words. Listen to the mocking tone that I'm giving this fictitious person. That's so disingenuous. I never like when people do that.
I never liked when people do it. Yeah, okay.
Like, I'm like, where have all of you people been?
Bro, middle school.
Like, I've been seeing Bleach. Like,
downplayed for
the
the longest.
Bleach just got the sucker punch, the backhand, the bitch slap.
And people say the
Literally,
most about it.
I've seen this for years, like, periodically throughout my life. And one thing that really upsets me the most is when people say that fucking Bleach, that Ichigo, has one attack, bro. Like, they try and come at him for using the guts of that show.
Bruh,
but
I'm gonna be honest, bruh. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Cause tell me, like, most other MCs that don't have their one go-to.
Like, never watched.
Okay, there's a difference between one go-to, and the attack.
Yes. I can't think of really any other Ichigo attack.
Something where I go, hey, That's his ultimate attack. What's his secondary attack?
What's his attack where he goes, let me try this. Oh, that didn't work. Let me move on to this. No, all right, Getsugo Tensho. I don't know what it is.
He slashes his swords a lot, and he uses that attack.
Now, this can also be said for Naruto. Like, he's got the Shadow Clone and he got the Rasengan for the longest time. He got the frog in his back pocket, absolutely. Mm-hmm. But you don't see him busting out like a fire jutsu, a fireball jutsu, in really anything. He doesn't use shuriken or anything.
The Naruto ninjas have a base level of techniques. So you have things like substitution jutsus, cloning jutsus where you can transform into somebody else, blah, blah, blah. So Naruto has employed these types of techniques before. So he does have a base level of stuff on top of his situational and unique things. Ichigo just swings his sword until he uses the attack that he has. Like, I don't know any other attack he has.
Yeah, I'm looking right now at the Wikipedia. Shikai gets a good Tensho. Gets a good G-Show by firing it in. That's with his true Shikai, so that's near the end. Bankai gets a good Tensho. No, Bankai Tensai Gen Zangetsu. That's that ultimate attack. Bankai special ability. True Tensai Zangetsu, enhanced Getsuga Tensho. Dude, it's all just Getsuga Tensho and then later stuff. Dude, and he goes, oh, it's slander because he only uses one attack. Oh my goodness. But name a character who doesn't have that signature attack. Luffy.
I don't have their one go-to.
Like, they're one, dude, comment on my. You know what they say? I don't like Ichigo because he has one attack. Kamehameha?
Pause. Spirit Bomb?
Spirit Bomb, Kamehameha, Instant Transmission, Kaioken.
Solar Flare. Probably due to Destructo Disc. Everybody can bust one of them out. The dumb multi-arm thing that he did. It's not just the Kamehameha. It's the most used one, but he has a lot in his back pocket. Ichigo has the Getsuga Tensho. He has the ultimate attack that he gets when he goes into his... I can only use this once and then all of my powers are gone. And then he has a bunch of sword slashes.
Well, let me go back some.
Kamehameha? Rasengan? Like, dude, what? That's like... Every character has to have a fucking spell.
And this is what we in the industry call a whataboutism.
Yep.
They are not addressing the point of Ichigo using the attack. They're going, these people use the attack as well. What? Yes, they do. Ichigo does as well. It doesn't make it all right that they only use the run attack frequently either. Even though the Goku thing is wrong.
I'd say even the Naruto thing is wrong. Because he's got Shadow Clone and Rasengan.
Like, dude, what? That's like, every character has to have a fucking special move, dude. That's
the one attack that they go to finish. But can I, real quick before you continue with that, Bleach, I think we can agree with Bleach art-wise is fire.
Pause. I guess we're done with that then.
Yep.
That was the entirety of the argument. Kamehameha? Rasengan? That's your argument. These dudes would get flattened in a debate. Steamroll.
Hey, get us in there.
Let us walk up in there.
You know what? We'll be the counterpoint. It's time to stop hating. We'll be the haters of Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. Get us in there. Let's talk about it.
So we can get liked at in 45 minutes.
Bleach art-wise is fire.
Bro, yeah, it is, bro.
Bleach's art and character designs,
God tier.
especially female characters as well.
Character design and the art style is great, though. Because a lot of them wear roughly the same outfit. It's just different hairstyles.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Kukaku, bro. Kukaku is goated,
Nah,
bro.
bro. Nah, she slept on,
Or
bro.
he ain't best girl,
Kukaku
bro.
slept on.
Okay, you were right. These are a bunch of Bleach fans
Yeah.
just trying to push in the other ones. It's time to stop hating the entirety of the big three. because we ain't get none of this. Zoro and Sanji are badasses with good designs. Oh my god, best girl, Kakaku. Who the f is that?
And then listen to their tone of voice now.
Listen to the energy.
They're just like, yeah, and it's Kishimoto, and they come from this and inspired this. Now they're all up and excited. This is what it was always about. Hope you are correct. Exactly correct.
That is facts.
She slept on him. Kakaku slept on him.
Hey, I will say this. Orihime, I like.
Yes, sir.
I gonna hold you, but hey, yo, Tear Harabelle also and Nemu, come on, bust.
I like Orihime. I also like Holly-Belle. I also like this girl.
Nemu.
What the f is this conversation? This sounds like three dudes sitting around at an anime convention. They're waiting for the next panel and they're just talking. This should not be online because it's worthless.
It should not be consumed by anybody except the people that overhear them in that line.
Or their friends. It's like, hey, we recorded ourselves talking about this stuff. Auga indeed. We're in the Auga section.
Hey, yo, Tear Harabelle also and Nemu, come on, bust, you feel me? Nah, but...
Yes, sir.
Character designs overall, Bleach is fire, but... Getting back into the Ichigo thing, and I brought this up before, so I want to bring this up now. I think one of the most interesting things is the same people who will cry, generic shonen for every popular shonen out there, which is like odd because it's like, if all of these are generic, then what would you consider non-generic for shonen? But I mean, go off. But like, with Ichigo, it's like, oh, we don't want the typical, generic shonen protagonist, whatever that means. And then they have
How are you arguing against something if you don't even know the basis of the argument? What do you mean by generic? Oh, you don't have an answer? Well, how can I counter this?
How?
But I'm mad that you say that.
And the irony of him going whatever that means, meaning that the person that he was talking to or he heard it from didn't explain themselves, and he's incredulous about it.
They're barely saying like trading because it's not the like dude that's talking. It's the other people or person or whoever's in this panel.
Whatever that means. And then they have Ichigo and they're like, oh, nah, he's just boring. It's like, what? Like,
pause.
Ichigo is fairly boring, except when he's not got a sword in his hand.
He's quite entertaining there.
When he's with his boss, fantastic there. Fantastic there.
So you can't be like, I don't want this generic thing. And then they go, oh, here's somebody who's not generic, but he's boring, but he's not generic. Okay, but he's still not good. He's still not something that I want. That's the difference. It's not just that he's not generic. He's not good either. Give me something that's not generic and not good, and then we'll talk. You just going, oh, he's not generic. What are you talking? So what?
What? Like,
bro, like, honestly, I feel like he's a little more interesting.
He is, because
he's just so different.
And not even just that, it's like...
A little more interesting than what?
Different.
Different from what?
Different.
From whom?
Different.
These people ain't saying Bro, get us in there! I just want to debate somebody, yo.
It was so fun.
It was so much fun.
Less so the Demon Slayer person.
Because he's just so different. And not even just that, it's like, let's compare him to all of his contemporaries. There's like, I can't even name a trait that's similar. Not even just that, like, his motivations for
wanting to protect his friends, that's a similarity.
Yep. That's
brashness, hot-headedness, not listening to people when they go over here. What are you talking about? Having a jovial side,
having a stupid side.
Is that like his motivations for doing everything are completely different from a lot of other series and even the big three.
Again, unique does not equal good.
It does not automatically
different
equal
does
good.
Not mean good. Again, if you were to make a usual grilled cheese sandwich and then you threw piss on it, that's different, but is it a better sandwich? Corey with his and sugar on it. Ugh.
He's a madman.
A madman.
General, since we're using
Right.
Pause. Chris, dang, he is a lot like Yusuke.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Gosh. Sounds like Chris back.
Good for him.
in general, since we're using
Right.
the topic.
His overall personality, demeanor, like it's so different from Naruto and Luffy. Like,
In what way?
I don't have to explain myself. I choose not to. You already know. I'm putting out my opinions. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. You can say whatever you want at any time and everybody's correct.
I don't think that's how it works.
And that is exactly how it works.
Since when?
Since forever. Are you disagreeing with my opinion?
Yes.
Oh, I'm disagreeing with yours, and you're entitled to your opinion, and you're right, and I'm right, and everybody's right.
I don't think everybody's right.
Alex, sugar on grilled cheese is right. You're facts. Those are facts. That's disgusting. Luffy doesn't care about his crew now? Absolutely. You're right. That's your opinion. Everybody's right. Everybody has entitled to their own opinion. That's how this works.
different from Naruto and Luffy. Like, it's so different, and I think it's explored well. It's just subtle in Bleach.
Pause. It's different, it's explored well, and it's subtle in Bleach. 3 different points, not a single explanation between them, betwixt them. How are we allowed to do this over and over and over? Is it us?
Are we the problem?
Are we the problem? Is everybody like this and we're the only ones going, yo, we should explain ourselves to such a thorough degree that it's annoying?
Yes.
Is it us? Is this just accepted widely?
It's definitely accepted widely. But are we a problem is the question. And again, yeah, subtlety doesn't equal good. Because Ichigo's just as goofy as any other character, Luffy or Naruto. He's just not outwardly goofy. So does that, like, what does that mean? Stop saying fact!
It's nothing but, this is a fact zone. It's nothing but facts here.
Boy, it's like a Venn diagram, facts, opinion, and in the middle, like. Like facts, like opinion.
Man, I can't believe he literally just rapid fire 3 points and ain't explained it's more subtle in Bleach. Alright, dude. You say whatever you want and you're never gonna be wrong because you're not saying anything. Oh, I wish I could be like that. I wish I could just say whatever I want with no consequences without you looking at me like, what the f is he talking about?
No, I disagree. Hit play. Can you explain that a little bit, sir?
I mean, no, Bleach is a little more subtle than that. Press play. Like, what? Like, that's not what we're doing here. Ours is 2 to 3 times the length of the video that we're watching because we talk so much.
Because we disagree and then explain why we disagree. And then off the top of our head, come with the example. That's the thing. Come with examples. Say something.
Who was that said they're happier than we'll ever be? It's true.
Waka.
We will never be this happy in discussing something because they can just say whatever they want and then homeboy on the side will just be facts.
Like, it's so different, and I think it's explored well. It's just subtle in Bleach. I think it's really subtle. The way that it's, like, slowly shown throughout the different arcs, especially Fullbring, they just lay it out for you. Like, Fullbring, they just lay it out for you.
Pause.
So I don't...
Can I ask you,
Like,
what is it?
What is...
It's subtle in Bleach. It's subtle.
maybe his whole, I'm good with not fighting people, but now I'm not.
Did he say that?
No, that's why it's subtle. See, you got to keep up.
So, Bleach is not only subtle, but his analysis of Bleach is subtle, such that you don't know what he's talking about when he says it.
Yep.
You just have to infer whatever you want. It's that subtle.
What's the problem?
Alfonso sitting out here in the chat with the one lie tonight.
The only not fact.
The only one.
Like Fullbring, they just lay it out for you. So I don't know where people like miss
really do,
Ichigo's
bro.
entire character motivation. But.
Man, honestly, a part of me just feels like a lot of
Pause.
this.
So that was about Ichigo's character motivation, and they did not explain what Ichigo's character motivation was.
Facts.
In the slightest. Man, the day that we just sit here, one of us says something and the other does not elaborate or expand upon the point. It just goes
Or
facts,
even
facts.
acts for that.
It just goes facts.
It's gonna be viewer request mode 2.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be.
Waka
We're just
said-
gonna have to shut down.
Yeah, just to prevent damage. It's like a computer just blue screening, like, gotta protect resources.
Nah, that didn't happen. Facts.
Man.
Honestly, a part of me just feels like a lot of the slander from Bleach just comes from not only people just watching it, but the people who have watched it. I've seen people say this a lot of times. They say the anime is a little bit subpar. I can agree with them for the most part, but I still feel like it did do its job in terms of like what it had to offer. But
It did its job in terms of what it had to offer. That is a nothing burger.
He did.
That I would eat Five Guys over that.
Five Guys slander. We don't particularly dig Five Guys.
Boy, C tier on its best day.
But yeah, what is happier than we'll ever be.
Ever.
Because we gotta think about these things.
I wish I could be this person.
Just
I
pull
wish I could just
references
clap.
and just go. It's so subtle and not mention what's
And it's
what's
doing
subtle
it-
about it, how it's subtle, why it's subtle.
It's doing its job in the manga space, and I think it should be respected for that. I wish I could just say that and with as straight faced as possible. Where I can listen back and go, wow, that was a really good point by me.
You know what? Name another character with a design like Senor Pink. Press play.
But you know what? People can look up Senior Pink and go, I got nothing.
That was too good of an
That's
example.
too good.
of like what it had to offer. But when it comes to like the overall, you know, like let's just say we're just putting this all in like the overall package, right? I feel like in terms of like the ignorance of people back then, not knowing like filler existed and all these other things, I feel like it was a lot more prevalent and a lot more transparent with Naruto because, you know, a lot more people were following that series. But in terms of Bleach, it was like it was harder to tell what was filler and what was.
No, it was not.
As a man that watched Bleach after Naruto, I knew the bounce arc was bullshit.
I was listening back to an episode. It was the episode about Mike QB. Mm-hmm. I talked about starting the bounce arc back then. That was in June, July. I'm still not done. It's unwatchable.
It's unwatchable.
I'd legit do an episode or two a week. Because I'm like,
But you were
this is
blitzing through Bleach
horrible.
before.
This is horrible.
And there's so many times where they'll be in the middle of like Soul Society getting ready for a fight in Waco Mundo, and it's like 2 episodes of a reporter.
Or
I know what that is.
Don Kionji.
I know what that
messing with
is.
Ichigo's sister. It's like, no. Not here for this.
No way has Rex done it again.
That's all there is to it.
That's all you ever need.
That's their entire world. It's just like, hey, that's it. That's all you need.
All right, we got about 15 minutes and then 30 minutes of questions, and then we got to start getting ready for the podcast.
How about this? Would you guys prefer us to continue it until we leave until the very end? We continue the video, or 15:30 for questions.
Yeah. as we continue.
Wasn't. Because, you know, you just have like an arc end off and then you just like bridged into the other one. You know, like that shit, I feel like that really confused a lot of viewers way back when. And that's where a one part of the slander comes from. But not only just that.
Pause. So if I say Ichigo is a boring main character, I don't like him, he has one attack, their response is, no, but filler. You don't know what filler was. So we're getting a lot of continues. We'll continue to the end there, because... Oh, but not even halfway done.
Did we have homework?
Oh, we did.
Oh, yeah, we did. We'll do it next time. Because I know I had homework for a Wonder Woman comics. I remember just now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks since we streamed, so we forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll do homework, and we'll do. How about this? The next stream we'll do a long one. We'll do a lot of questions.
We'll finish this. How about we finish this? Mm-hmm. We do a fast food tier list, and we'll do a lot of questions.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, and for the fast food tier list, in the Discord,
drop yours. You know what? We should do a fast food tier list with them, though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Drop whatever tier list you got.
But I feel like they can be on mic for that.
Oh,
like we can do a stream for, because they all watch the thing. Yeah, we might separate the fast food tier list. That's too much work involved there. We'll do something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll do a tier list of something else. Maybe candy or something.
We'll figure it out.
Part of the slander comes from. But not only just that, a lot of people really just don't get past the Soul Society arc. When they say...
Pause. What are you basing this on?
Who is...
What survey are you taking? How many people have you talked to form this opinion? I did get past it. What you got to say to me when I go, yo, the Muffin Full Brink arc is horrible. Oh, you didn't watch it. Okay, I guess you got into my mind and saw all my history.
What didn't you like about it? These things. Oh, that's the things everybody says. You ain't watch it.
Oh my god. Hey, if everybody's saying it, maybe there's some kind of credence to it.
Get past the Soul Society arc. When they say the Soul Society arc is the best arc, I'm
Cap.
like,
Has
what?
to be Cap.
I'm like, have you people seen the rest of the series, man?
What arc could they possibly think is better? If they say Full Brink
or 1,000-Year Blood War,
we are cutting off the stream
immediately.
They cannot say Full Brink.
Y'all just know, if they say Full Brink is the best arc, the stream ends. There will be no
apologies.
There will be no continuation. There will be no questions. The stream will end, and y'all can go to the Twitch for the podcast.
Or y'all can go for yourselves.
The rest of the series, man,
Has
like,
to be Cap.
Yeah.
arcs like the Arrancar arc, Koreatown, like they said this for the longest time. Oh, it's just a repeat. But even then, it's like this. Okay, if we're gonna use this repeat argument, I'm not trying to bring down any of these other series or anything like that. But okay,
One Piece,
JoJo, it's the same damn thing.
JoJo is the same thing. From JoJo to JoJo, it's the same thing.
This is not facts.
Facts. Capital F A. ST or X, whichever one you would prefer, but as long as you put an exclamation mark at the end to denote the intensity by which you mean the facts. That look at JoJo. Well, another whataboutism, by the way. Look at JoJo, and it's all the same over there.
I don't even want to hit play.
Will, can we pin that? Stop coming to these.
You know what's sad?
Can we highlight that in any way?
I think this was our highest concurrent viewers in history. We were at like 48.
For what? Dude, I'm dying here.
These dudes legit
JoJo.
JoJo's is the
Look at
sex-
JoJo. These dudes are idiots. I can't believe this.
JoJo, it's the same damn thing. You could use the same argument for One Piece. Oh, they're just gonna go to
Pause.
You
Of
didn't
course.
even explain JoJo.
How could he?
How could we? Why did we ever assume there would be better there?
We're the fools.
We're the fools.
We need to drop down to their level to stop expecting stuff and just accept when they just go, JoJo's the same thing. He's like, dang. Either we go, dang, he right, or no, you're wrong, and we move on and we don't explain ourselves.
We don't
This is the
expect
only
the
way that we
explanation.
can do this.
argument for One Piece. Oh, they're just gonna go to another island. Or even Naruto.
They have to go to another island. There is no choice. Either they go to another island or they end their adventure. There is no other option. They're going to a destination. How do you get there if you don't go to another island? What is he talking about? Like, I can
Very
understand.
surface level baseline argument.
I can understand if he went, you go to another island, you save the island, blah, blah, blah. The things that people say about One Piece.
You go
You
to
go to an island! That's the argument!
You go to the island, and that's it. That's what you do. That's what makes it the same as the last one. They go to a place.
Bro, I can't believe this.
Naruto people, they just fight a bad guy. That's the same. Oh, Sasuke's there. That's the same.
What are they looking for? That's a good... We just gotta dumb ourselves down. We just gotta go into a
That's all
scary
it is.
movie or a date movie and just clap.
Yep, and just clap and just go, yep, that's it. Or no, you're wrong, and then we move on. Because we can't fight these non-examples with examples. We can't ask a video published 2 years ago, what the do you mean when you say JoJo's are the same? We can put that out there and just go, audience, are y'all seeing the fact that it's the same?
He just drew a big fish.
Hey, that's what we
you
want.
want. Big fist.
Their island. Or even Naruto. Oh, they're just gonna fight the other bad guy. Oh, Dragon.
There's literally his example. I use that fake example as he can't say, oh, they're just gonna fight another bad guy. This extremely hyperbolic thing. But he actually said it.
I don't know what to do.
He actually said, yo, Naruto arcs are the same because they fight another bad guy. JoJo arcs are the same.
No example.
One Piece
given.
is the same because... Dude. Revisit it over.
I don't.
I
What is this?
What?
This mother legit said you can say the same for Naruto. Oh, they're just gonna fight a bad guy.
Oh, they're just going to go to another island. That's what he has for the similarities between One Piece arcs. They go to an island and it ends there. It's all the same. They just go to islands. Spitting facts. You're right. It's fact time.
Oh, they're just gonna fight the other bad guy. Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Oh, they're just gonna fight another random alien that comes to the fucking planet and they're gonna fight to the death. Like that's just
Right,
such
like
a
it-
stupid criticism because what a lot of people don't notice is
Pause.
Your criticisms were, if people are saying that, absolutely stupid. If people are denigrating Naruto because they fight another bad guy, they are indeed stupid.
You do not listen to that person. There's no worth in their words. Because it is a shonen. What are you going to do but fight another bad guy? And if you're not fighting another bad guy, you're playing volleyball with them or a children's card game or whatever you're doing.
You're resolving a conflict by going against the enemy.
And that's his example. They're just going to fight another bad guy. Now, the DBZ argument that could be made, they're just going to fight another post-Frieza, they're just going to fight another alien that comes down or another evil person that comes down to Earth with zero setup nor development. It's just a person that's coming out of nowhere and they've always been here. Jiro and the androids, they always been here. Cell, Future Cell comes back, he always been here. Boo, he's always just been here. No setup, no establishment, nothing. That's the argument to be made.
It's the
Frieza.
wizard Bobbity. His father Bibbity. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
What a lot of people don't notice is a lot of these series do the same thing. And that's one thing that really irritates the hell out of me.
The problem people have with Bleach is not just that it's cyclical in nature. It's how cyclical Hueco Mundo was to Soul Society. There are a lot of sticking points that are almost the exact same. Now, it absolutely diverges, but if you're reading it week to week, you can go, wow, this is really similar to what just happened. Is that a problem? That's up to the person.
But it's a fact that is very similar to what just happened.
Facts.
They try and bring Bleach down for doing
Yes,
that.
they just look at it through like a lens of just animosity or in ignorance.
Right.
And that's the one thing that really just gets me.
I'll say this regarding that. I think like any anime that if you oversimplify like that, like you could just poop on it. You know,
Pause. Like you just did?
You literally said.
Your examples were JoJo's were the same. No example given. They go to islands. That's what the similarities are. They fight another bad guy. That's what the similarities are. And they fight another random alien that comes down to the planet. You oversimplified.
simplify like that, like you could just poop on it, you know. But they do it a lot with Bleach specifically, you know. And it's like
Hill is right.
Society,
it's what they do with it. It's not just the fact that they're doing it. It's what they do with it. Yeah, they're gonna go to another island, but who's dictating it? Is it a Yonko? Is it a Shishibukai? Friend, foe? Are they pirate friendly? Who are we gonna meet there? What does it tie back to in history? There's a lot there. It's what you doing with it. It's not just the fact that it is that you oversimplified to such a degree.
And it's like Soul Society. Here's what I will say. I do think Bleach overall does tend to follow a similar pattern. So if for instance, like I love Soul Society, I love the Arrancar even more. Fullbring for me was kind of a step down. So when it steps down a little bit, then you're like, it's repetitive, but like
a Fullbring is like nothing other in
it's
series.
Not repetitive.
What are you talking about? It is probably the least repetitive of all the arcs.
I still had a blast, you feel me? So I'm not trying to say like, it's repetitive in a bad sense. But, you know, after a while, people will say, but it is something that you have to apply to other series, right? But like with Bleach, I think it's really one of those things where like the whole falls off after Soul Society. That's just one of those things you hear and gets repeated without any second thought, you know? And it's like...
Pause.
How about you listen to the people that will expand upon that thought
instead of people like you who just say it, who type it out in a Reddit thread, and it's 2 sentences of just like Bleach sucks in Soul Society.
It's repetitive. Ichigo doesn't really develop or show his character too much. The women are pushed to the side like Orihime and
then this bastard looks down on people like that and just go, that's their argument without any sort of expansion.
And it's like, why? All the simple thing. Why do you think that? Most people would just be like, oh, because it is. It's like, bro.
You would.
You would. You are.
I don't like the endless string of captain fights. Because all them mugs only in one of them showed a Bankai before, so now it's just an endless string of, yo, then my Bankai does this. Well, my expansion, whatever in hollow expansion that I could do does the exact opposite of your thing, and now you gotta try to beat it. It's just two powers that we've never seen before clashing. I don't care, because at any point in time, anyone can do anything. There's no establishment. So we know that the Shikai of Soifon is a little tap and then a tap and then you die. But then she just goes, yo, I got this big old rocket. Like, okay, that does nothing for me. And this dude just like, oh, anything that my gas touches instantly dies. Okay, who are you? The king of Hueco Mundo? Oh, good thing that we learned about Hueco Mundo this arc. I don't give a about these endless fights. And if Gavin was here, he'd be ranting about it because he's in the middle of that endless.
Has he been ranting about it? Has he been ranting?
Yes. The series is killing Gavin.
Did he like Soul Society?
He did.
Of course. But then it's just casting
endless fights. That's what I don't like about it. I like them running around the desert because they're talking to each other. Nail is being stupid. They're having fun. They're gabbing and stuff. But then once they start drawing their swords, I don't care about in the blonde captain with his hook sword. It's just like, oh, once I pull up my sword, I don't give a why should I care about him? That's my issues. Don't listen to the people that aren't explaining themselves.
They're
as you're actively not explaining yourselves. Oh, Gavin is here.
It is. It's like, bro, like, come on. And I think Bleach thematically is like beautiful.
Dude, okay, so
this is your fault.
If we would have done the 15 minutes into the 30 minutes of questions, we wouldn't have had to listen to that. Again, that was also my fault because I went, y'all want us to continue? Again, I am on a string of L's. And put me in Death Note. I'm naught but L's. My goodness. So yeah, Bleach is thematically beautiful.
Thematically beautiful.
And this is coming off the heels of they're not explaining themselves for why it goes down after the Soul Society.
I suddenly want a pizza.
I suddenly want to die.
I mean, both of us can solve this issue.
Easily solvable. You'd probably get a 2-in-1. Oh,
And
man.
I think Bleach thematically is like beautiful. Like in the way that it presents itself and how it like picks its themes and presentation with whatever characters are present. Like, ooh,
what are you talking about? I think it's thematically beautiful with its characters and its themes and the way it picks out the...
This is death. This is death and your fault. Hey guys, just to pull the curtain back a little bit, I asked him if he wanted to switch to that downfall of One Piece video. He was like, "No, it's for the 1K," and I was like, "Okay."
You saying that would have been better? Based upon what you saw,
I wouldn't have been as I would have been angrier.
Okay then.
Yeah, I probably would have been angrier.
This is a one and done, and we out of here. We looking down the barrel of 6 hours.
We gotta come back.
We looking down the barrel of 6 hours. That's the big difference.
its themes and presentation with whatever characters are present. Like, ooh,
pause. It's thematically beautiful with its themes. He did say that. We can just say whatever we want and we're never wrong. Cause hey, whatever.
Whatever.
It's a part
Everybody's invited, y'all.
Picks its themes and presentation with whatever characters are present, like Ulquiorra. And that's a phenomenal example. Like, I don't know how Bleach gets slandered so hard.
You just said a character name and then explain.
It's a phenomenal example. And he gave no example.
What are we doing here?
This is a mistake.
Legitimately, what
This
are we
whole
doing?
channel was a mistake. When we decided to live stream, it was a mistake.
What was our first live stream?
I think it was Anime Wins. The
Oh yeah, the JoJo's one, because we were like, we can't survive. Dang, that was a mistake. That's my fault on that one.
Yeah, it was.
That was my fault.
Because this is not a video that I would have put in the list if we were not streaming.
Is there something planned?
I think yours is playing. It might have just been turned up to just one, and then I turned it down completely. Because I haven't touched mine.
You know what? That would make a lot of sense.
Good job.
Hey! I'm dying!
Shut up!
I'm dying!
Okay, I thought you were going to blame me.
Yeah, I'm dying because of you! You stuck me in the stomach with a knife! And I'm dying. Oh, I thought it was
like, hey, what you bleeding for?
What's the problem? You! Kill me!
And I think it has some of the best villains with Ulquiorra and Aizen. I'm yet to read all of Thousand Year Blood War arc, so I can't speak.
It ain't even done!
It gets undue hatred based on what I saw.
It has beautiful themes. The themes ain't wrapped up yet because you ain't finished it. You don't know how the themes end. Unless you're talking about character-specific themes, in which case, no example given.
Ulquiorra.
File not found.
Uki. And you pull up the Uki file, and it's a blank sheet of paper that just says facts.
That's all you need. Yeah, here it is.
What more could you ask for?
He's just spitting facts. He doesn't need to explain himself because it's a fact. 2 + 2 is 4. Fact.
That's just facts.
I don't need to put up 2 fingers and be like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a fact. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that the themes of Bleach are beautiful. Like the themes. Those are beautiful. Everybody knows that. Pause. Piku wasn't one of his points that people haven't finished the series. But he hasn't finished the series himself.
All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us.
No.
It's been a good run.
It's gonna be another. Hey, every time we get a video like this, we tacking on another week. So the next stream is gonna be 3 weeks from now. If we get another video, and guess what? We not streaming for a month, motherfucker. We can't keep doing this.
I cannot believe people are this poorly structured.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. That's the greatest word.
I'm not the most articulate mother in the world.
I don't think either of us are.
But I feel like I've explained myself properly.
Or at least
for
attempted
the
to.
most part. Or attempted to. Now there's times where I'm like, that sucks. Or, yo, that was awesome. And leave it at that. But when it's time to explain something, when it's time to be like, why was that bad? What was bad about it? What was good about it? Why do I like it? I feel like I've done a proper enough job in explaining it.
Facts.
Thank you for your input.
You're quite welcome. Hand my wallet.
Facts plus facts equal themes.
Read all of Thousand Year Blood War arc, so I can't speak on the antagonist there. I think Ichigo's a solid protagonist. I think out of the big three, I would pick Bleach in terms of art style personally, and manga-wise, because that's my experience with it. I think it reads amazing. Like the pacing from it, like those chapters go by so quickly.
Pause. The art style, I would say Bleach is the best.
Yep.
The pacing is the best.
I have problems with Hueco Mundo. And
no,
I feel
I'm saying his argument.
Oh, okay.
How he's just pinballing from one thing to the next to the next.
Gotcha.
I prefer Bleach's art style to the big three. Personally. Why exactly? Is it because One Piece is too cartoony? Is it because after when the war starts in Naruto, they're all just wearing their ninja flak jackets? Is it because the Bleach has like these over proportioned big limbs and it makes them seem larger than life?
This weird box man. I will never forget that line.
Man.
That
funny line.
And it's just like so much fun and enjoyability that you get from the series.
Yeah, it's really something you can like pick up in marathon, and it's not like it doesn't feel like work. Like
I can marathon anything,
yes,
even things I don't like.
It doesn't feel like work. You can just pick up and go. It's fun. Dude. What can we say? No, you personally can't marathon it? I don't know. I guess you can. Are you saying that you can? And he said it doesn't feel like work.
What does feel like work? What feels like a slog where you're reading it and just going, oh, this is so much work.
I guess you could say that One Piece, there's so much to remember that you gotta commit things to memory. But
that's part of the fun.
It doesn't feel like work. Conan
doesn't feel like work. It feels like it's in canon filler. That's what it feels like.
Because you gotta like unravel a mystery yourself as
you don't.
Alrighty then.
Them modes lay it out every chapter. Hey, this person was killed. Let's recap what happened for the next 3 pages and then the new material. So what you're saying is the entire plot point of this arc? Yes, that is what I'm saying, and here's what we're doing next.
The entire plot point of this arc condensed into one speech bubble?
Correct.
Can y'all marathon these videos? If you want us to cease living.
that's one thing about Bleach. Like it's really just like you just read the manga and you can just like really enjoy yourself because like I'm not gonna lie. I've been reading One Piece, and, like, I do enjoy it. Like, I'm enjoying every single chapter, every single minute of it and stuff. But sometimes it can feel like work because it's just like, damn, I'm just trying to get caught up. Or, like, you know, they might have, like, a shit ton of paragraphs, you know?
That's your fault. I'm just trying to get caught up in it so I can do this video where I say nothing about it anyway.
And it's got a whole lot of paragraphs. So I have to read? In a manga?
You read that?
I just want the sword slashing. I just want the hashtag debt big fist. That's what I want.
That's what I deserve.
I don't have, this feels like work, me reading. Because it's got a lot of paragraphs. Important paragraphs to either the world, the characters, the backstory, the history, the future. But no. This feels like work, but Bleach, that's just fun. You can just read that. All this other stuff, you can't just read it. But Bleach is the only thing of the big 3 that you can just read and have fun. It's fun, y'all. Fact time.
They might have like a shit ton of paragraphs.
You know, about that, right? About that. Like, you know how they say it falls off right after the Soul Society arc? Like, bro, right after that, it starts with a fucking filler arc, and that's what I was trying to say before, man.
Pause. No, you're talking about the anime. Dude just went, yo, the manga is my preferred medium. And now you're just switching over to just, hey, every single person I watched the anime instead of the manga. Every single person didn't realize, hey, this kind of stinky. Let me type up and just go, oh, this filler. It's unimportant. Let me skip past it.
Yeah, people do that all the time. Also, thank you, Fendi, for the $20 bet today. You just paid for my pizza. Fool.
And that's what I was trying to say before, man. Like, you know,
People watching the anime, bro.
They just watch the anime, and then right as soon as they see Soul Society art, they see a filler arc, this shit falls off. They just drop it, and they just don't even try to think.
Pause.
Who are these
people? Just watch the anime, they go right into the filler, and then they just drop it.
Who are they?
Capital T, they. They just
them.
do it.
They're bastards. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. You
South Park memes.
Who killed him? Them. Who is them? They. They're bastards.
Man,
Right.
this just straw man and pointing to people that do exist, but exist in such small numbers.
Such quantities that it's not even worth remarking on.
If you go, people are saying that it dropped off after Soul Society, and then they dropped it halfway through the Bount arc. You don't even listen to them, and you don't even include them in your video, because it's worthless. They didn't watch anything.
Yeah, there's one thing I do want to point out about how people say the Arrancar arc and the Soul Society arc are the same. A lot of people they kind of forget, or I guess they don't notice the things Bleach does specifically with that. Like, okay, the Soul Society and Arrancar arc are similar in ways, but the thing is, Tite Kubo, or Tight Kubo, does that because he's actually doing like a parallel between like what's going on between the Soul Society arc and the Arrancar arc. Like, for example, when you see the captains and the captains fight the Arrancars, right? You kind of see like a different side of like how the captains are because like, you know how they're introduced and you kind of get them as like an antagonistic figure in the Soul Society arc.
Right, now it flips that on its head.
Yeah, it flips that on its head, and then you see them fighting these same figures that are similar to them, that were kind of like those antagonistic X. You know, like the Arrancars being the fucking antagonistic X force that's attacking them now, and you kind of see like these captains through a different lens, and you can see how Kubo is doing that to kind of flesh out the Soul Society arc more and flesh out these characters even more.
I was just waiting to hear all of that nonsense. So they're just saying that because the captains, they all seemed real evil over there, and then they got flipped on their heads, and now they're fighting for good. They were fighting for good back there. They were carrying out their duty. This girl did something illegal, and she's being punished for it. Oh, these dudes are rocking up and trying to steal this person? They're doing an illegal act, and they are protecting themselves. Same thing over here. It's not like it's not like this genius thing of, yeah, we saw the captains over here and now we're seeing them over here in a different light. It's not this ingenious, mind-blowing thing like they're pretending it to. I would have preferred them not explaining that. Because when they do, it's terrible. Talking without periods.
You know what? That's exactly what it is. These people are legit just talking like that description.
They talking like they typing. It's all just words. And if you catch the words, you catch it. If you don't, you don't.
If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
And if you don't, hey, I'm already moved on to the next thing.
So you better catch up, because it's your fault that you didn't comprehend what I was saying. It was too subtle for you. Sorry.
And flesh out these characters even more through this arc, and you kind of see how it parallels.
Okay, so I really like that you bring up character parallels, because that's one of the key aspects of Bleach, that a lot of its mysteries and I think a lot of its like plot depth is very subtle. Like
Oh, man. Oh, man. Fact.
Pure fact. Fact zone.
This is impossible.
Oh man. Oh,
what can you even say?
what is there? It's just, it is hard to put things into words sometimes.
And I think a lot of it's like plot depth is very subtle. Like Bleach does not outright tell you things. It really doesn't. And there's even in the manga at the end pages, Kubo's has like these little sketch pieces at the end that are like these rough sketches, and they kind of like reflect something that happened earlier in the manga, whether it's symbolic or not. And you could analyze that chapter by chapter, but I think Bleach is one of those things where, and I think this could apply to any series, is I think the amount of time you're willing to put into that series to analyze and appreciate it is what you're going to get out of it. And I, you know, at the end of the day, people pick and choose what series they do that with, because
he again talks about it being subtle and gives 0 examples on how, in fact, it is a subtle.
It is if you look at the little sketches at the end and see the way and analyze it and piece together the things that were not in the manga proper.
I can't take it. Well, that girl does have a good character design.
You will for another 9 minutes.
And I, you know, at the end of the day, people pick and choose what series they do that with, because we all have our biases, and that's what leads us to enjoy what we enjoy. But it's just, it's really odd to see like all this hatred just heaped on Bleach for years. And I think the reason why that was done is because it was the easiest series to do that with how the anime went, and you know, now the anime returning years.
Focus on one point for any length of time. Like, no periods, no commas, no semicolons. It's just a train going and going. It's a 2-sided train on a track that is just a single line. It's going back and forth and back and forth.
No,
and that's like all it's doing.
It's the train in Snowpiercer, which has a perpetual engine, and it's just people on the train living forever. Just going in a circle. That's all we're doing in Snowpiercer, just going in a circle. Never off the
never
rails.
Stopping. Never any sort of gas. We don't need any gas or coal or anything. It go. It do go.
Hey, keep it go. Keep go.
Go forward. Go straight. This the fat train. Choo choo.
Do pass go.
Later, you know, it kind of became the easy thing to hate on Bleach. And I think that's what people did. And that's what people did with My Hero when it first started. Black Clover to this day. Like, that's just what people do. And I think it's a weird way to kind of like reflect.
Pause. Why is it easy to hate on Bleach? What makes it easy? Moving, choo-choo, moving on. Sorry. We're past that point. That was 3 stops ago. Which is 3 stops ahead of us.
Or my bad, deflect any sort of criticism or slander anyone would have towards their series.
And like, now that you mention it, like in that regard, how people continue to do that, I just really feel like a lot of people just really stem a lot of this from ignorance and like, you know, I feel like the respect would be established if people like really followed anime, would like it, and would know that.
Follow the anime? I thought we were manga people here.
Even if you follow the anime,
really follow the anime.
If you follow the series, who cares if it's anime or manga? This is legitimately, I cannot believe how terrible this video is.
It's quite shocking.
Now, there are a lot of 2-3 people out there talking about specific thing that is either entertaining or not. But this is so nothing.
Because they're saying nothing.
Like, if you're going to be unentertaining, at least be informative. If you're not going to be informative, at least be entertaining. These dudes are providing nothing but a safe space for people to go, yes, stop hating on Bleach.
Yes, Bleach was subtle.
Yes, stop hating on One Piece. Look at Sanji and Zoro. And whatever arguments to come for Naruto.
Which will probably just be the same arguments.
Hey, this, although you may be seeing the same thing, it's not entirely the same, you know, because when people...
Nothing is ever going to be entirely the same because they're not facing the same villains. They're not in the same world. Of course it's not exactly the same, but it is similar, which is people's problem. You took it to such an extreme so you could argue against it as opposed to just hearing the argument, hey, Bleach is really similar between these two arcs and I don't like it. Well, One Piece, they go to islands. That's it. Answer what I said. My problems with Bleach.
No, we're not doing that here. We're past it.
Hey, did you know Naruto fights bad guys?
Yes, I did.
Isn't that the same?
I guess.
Did they ever create another video? Not for defending them. Are they still around?
Upon this channel, they don't do. It's mostly just like analysis videos and.
No, I just want to know if they were still around.
The last video
Showdown
was
bullshit.
48 minutes ago.
Okay then. Shut me up. Shinra is the Kishan fire. Oh. Bleach Hell Arc is almost perfect.
It's not finished.
It's an arc. It's not even an arc. It's a in one shot.
It's gonna continue.
Yeah, I know, but how's it almost perfect if it's one in chapter? How is where are your periods? Where are your commas?
Look at that period. Look at that comma. Look at that comma. Now, it's still. Is there another one? Are we just out of periods? Did we use up our period limit? We're out. We're out. I saw a comma. No more periods. 1 period, 3 commas. He's learning. He got better.
I'm so mad.
Are you? For what? What reason?
I'm so mad.
What's so mad? What got you so? 3 months ago.
What?
This video.
Oh, I thought this was like 2 years ago.
I did too.
How many views is on that?
5.1K.
It's too much.
155 comments. 431 up, 9 down. Grammar is not the forte. We all have our forte. Some people is grammar. Some people is explaining it themselves. These people are neither. I'm waiting for what their forte is. It's not editing either, so that's not it. It's not properly enunciation or speaking well. That's not their forte.
Facts.
Facts are their forte.
Facts and like.
Facts. We're running out of time, y'all.
Because when people try to say Bleach is, you know, a rinse and repeat in an arc or so, but again, you get that everywhere else, and that's where I'm just.
Yeah, or he could just like see, that's what I was saying. Like Kubo purposely did the parallel thing.
See, that's where the intent doesn't really
like people that just goes over a lot of people's heads. So they're just like, why does it feel like I'm looking at the same shit before?
Pause.
He purposely.
Why does he use an Eddie Murphy white guy voice? That's just in the 80s.
So he purposely rehashed his story, and we're supposed to applaud this. We're supposed to clap. Because he couldn't come up with a new idea. So he rehashed his old idea in a different way. And because of that, clap.
Constantly good job, that. Very
He's
constant quality.
He's legit too good for our English.
Yeah, really.
He's too good for our channel.
We only deserve bums.
And yet, these people want to be named the bums.
And so they shall.
One day we'll nail down to get the name for you guys.
Because I want to open up membership. Membership is the one thing that I want. And that we get
For
that at
YouTube?
1,000.
Yeah.
And you can do tiers. So I want to do 3 tiers. It'd be like 99 cents, $2, and $5.
Yeah.
You know,
Nothing
different-
outlandish.
Yeah, different rewards and everything. And I want to do because there's 3 good names floating out there. It's the bums, the ALXers, and the B-listers.
B-listers is great, dude.
I want to do those 3 tiers. I don't know what order, but I want those 3. Probably ALXers first.
Yeah, that should be 99
B-listers, bums, probably. Doesn't really matter. But that's just what I want to do. I was just like, that would be so good. That's fun.
Yeah, we're always.
Yeah.
It's funny how much of ideas we try to come up with, and then we're just like, "Hey, we're rolling out of bed. Here's the content."
It's so much thinking, and it is literally no thinking at the same time.
All right, we've hit our time. So we need to
Yeah,
go.
well, we gotta go. We got a podcast to do over on twitch.tv. Oh, it's right there on the screen. Yeah, just go there. We'll be doing a podcast. We'll be talking about something. I don't know. It's we always talk about whatever happened in the week. Yeah, next week we're gonna finish up this video. We're probably gonna do a tier list, and we're gonna definitely do the homework that we had. I wrote down the homework. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say it, and because then I'll start thinking about it and talking about it.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Probably a little bit longer of a stream next week. Yeah.
Yep, we're out.
That's what it is.
Stop
Yeah,
coming to
yeah.
these.
Stop coming to these. Please stop coming to these. Like I said, the One Piece disaster video is gonna be whenever we hit the 1K.
And it will be a marathon stream.
It's gonna be a full marathon.
We will
stream.
watch it until it is over. Potentially.
Or if we collapse.
Or when we collapse, where it's just like 3 a.m. and we're 4 hours in. It's just like, we can't do any more today.
That's what it's gonna be. That's the 1,000. So if y'all want that, tell a friend. Let them know. Let them know to subscribe, and we'll get to that. We're not asking you, Jet Black. Get out of here. You've done enough.
You've done enough. The next stream is probably going to be Saturday. Usually we do Saturdays, but we did Sunday because he went somewhere yesterday. And because we skipped last week, we didn't want to skip another week. So usually streams on Saturdays. That One Piece one, it will be on a Saturday. Maybe we'll start it super early on Saturday, like 10 a.m. or noon, and just go and
go. So that's the plan. We'll announce it. Maybe do a poll of just like, hey, does Saturday or Sunday work better for y'all? Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. But yeah, that's what the plan is. We'll announce it a week or 3 days or whatever in advance once we hit the 1,000, and we'll go from there. Right. So it's tentatively planned. At least it won't be next week. We'll start wondering about it the week after or the week after that.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
Okay. So we are out of here.
Yeah. Stop coming to these. It's not worth it.
How do we get one of our highest concurrent thing? That we'll do that for homework. Black Cat.
Homework. Favorite anime YouTubers. Got it. I'm writing that down. That's also going into homework. Alex will be returned.
Return.
Man, it has to be a question mark after that. Because will we? Because dang, man. Goodness. All right, goodbye. Go over to the Twitch if you want and watch our podcast.
Join the Discord. We don't ask y'all to subscribe or do any social media. The Discord is stupid fun.
They did a watch together, the B-listers, as the B-list exists, as they have dubbed themselves. They did like a watch together of the video. They sounded like they had a whole lot of fun with that.
Yeah, they recorded it, but it looked like it might have been lost. It sounded very fun.
And who knows if they're going to do another one or when they're going to do it, because that was just mad spontaneous. They was like, y'all want to do it? Let's do it. And
oh, yeah, they're already talking about doing it.
All right, then. So, yeah. You never know when that's going to come up. So if you want to join something like that, that sounded fun. I wish we could be a part of it. We weren't invited. Hey,
I was in there for an hour and they were like, why are you here?
Exactly. Okay, we really got to go.
Yep. Bye.
Goodbye, y'all.
I'm not supposed to do that anymore.
Great to be here.
No, it's not.
Thought of it, Kira.